Yo, what up? This is Music G repping the Underground Army. It's lights, camera, action. Welcome to the Money Marv Report.
I'ma warm up into it real quick. Let me get into my vibe. I come from that golden era of hip hop, when hip hop was hip hop. Let's go. I'm cruising through the streets on a late night. Laid back, made back, Marv. Killer flows in the studio late night. I'm still creeping it, I'm still moving hard white all day. Of broken dreams on the boulevard, full of broken dreams and broken schemes. Mr. Metaphor, yeah, they off the wall. My style bounce off the wall like handballs. Lyrically, metaphorically, I'm still killing MCs with one rhyme, one line. I spit a rhyme that'll blow your mind like I blow the 9. Freestyle writer, I told y'all I ain't gotta write rhymes. I haven't put the pen to the pad in a long time, so I spit it from the soul, I spit it from the heart. I had to play my part in the dark. Little fish can't swim with sharks. On a late night with the great white still moving hard. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Money Marv. Welcome to another episode of the Money Marv Report, right here on Independent Entertainment TV on YouTube and Facebook. I want to say thanks to everybody who left comments and hit the like button on last week's video, on the Ghostface video, when I gave my thoughts and prediction on Supreme Clientele. I just wanted to get that out the way, cover that real quick. A lot of people gave some good responses. A lot of people gave, their personal opinion and feedback on certain things. And me, when I'm pontificating on what I like, it's really what I like. My opinion shouldn't mean anything to you because your opinion doesn't mean anything to me as well. And that's perfectly fine. There's no crime in that. There's no blood, no foul in that. And for the one guy, I do want to just touch on one specific situation real quick here on YouTube. To the bozo who left his comments about me wearing a Tennessee Volunteers hoodie and a Tennessee hat, I shouldn't have to address this, but I am going to address it. First and foremost, I'm not from Tennessee. I'm actually from New York. And I'm actually from Long Island. And I actually grew up around the corner from Long Island hip-hop legend K-Solo. I even grew up around the corner from Long Island hip-hop legend Keith Murray as well. So I'm from New York. And I'm a sports fan. The Tennessee Volunteers is actually my favorite college football team. So that's why I had the Tennessee hoodie on and hat on in the last video. But you know so much, and you got so much to say. And a lot of times people jump in these comments, and I've jumped on some comments and gave my, I'm going to say, subjective opinion, because a lot of times just subjective opinion, it's not really objective opinion that people be giving on some of this, on some of the content that people put out. And everybody has a right to feel how they feel. But when you don't know somebody and you don't know a person's background, keep your doggone mouth shut. So I just had to address that degenerate troll about this Tennessee thing. I'm from Long Island. Quite frankly, I'm from New York. And I can talk about hip hop. But that's my time for that. But anyways, I want to talk a little bit about something I seen on Club Shay Shay, right? And it was Scarface, and I like Scarface as a rapper. I'm not too familiar with his whole catalog, but I'm familiar with one piece of music out of his catalog, and I really like that one piece. And I know he did some joints back in Pac, did a joint with Pac back in the 90s, Smile For Me, classic. Rest in peace to Tupac as well. moving right along though. And he was talking about the sales, the record sales, and the streaming and the streaming aspect of the industry. And a buddy of mine had posted it on social media, and I said pretty much we all been knew streaming didn't favor the artist. We all knew that back in 2006. See, when I had a record deal back in 2005, 2006, I used to get emails from the label, and they would call them audio streams. Now, at the time, I'm like, audio streams, okay, those are audio plays, right? And they would say, okay, I don't know, this song, Try Me One Time, got 300 audio streams. Freaking, Let Me Tell You a Story got 400. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, Stop Messing With Me got 1,200, or whatever it may be. So, and at first, I was like, audio streams, okay. I'm like, okay, those is audio plays, right? So I'm thinking, okay, 1,200 at 99 cents, okay, that's $1,200, right? That's just what I'm thinking because I'm not too aware of what that is. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the beginning of digital distribution at the time. And I'm like, all right, cool. So, and I would get those emails. But as the music industry began to evolve, you know what I'm saying? Like I stopped being involved in music during that time and that duration. So now, what Scarface is saying about people, we need to go back to coming up with physicals, and people need to just go buy records. And I agree with Scarface. I agree with him 100% on that. Just like I like this piece right here. This body of work. This is a piece. This is a masterpiece right here. And I physically went and purchased this. This is the only Scarface album that I own, but it's actually a great album. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Great album. Definitely love it. The song with Faith Evans, Someday, classic. And Cold Blood, crazy. On My Block, y'all know, of course. That's my joint. Guess Who's Bizak? We already know the classics. In Between Us, classics. So I purchased this some months back from the Def Jam website, from the Def Jam store. And I really like this, and I agree with Scarface on we need to get back to doing physical purchases and things like that. And, because a million streams is what? $4,000? And as he said, it's some red tape involved in, like, it got to be more money going somewhere, but it's going to the companies. And he don't thoroughly understand it, and that's why he's not releasing music. So I'm with you, Uncle Face, on that. With not releasing music, because this is like the only album I own from Scarface. It's the only album I ever bought of Scarface's, because I'm from the Northeast, not really too big into the South. But if I had to say who was one of the greatest rappers from the South, it's definitely gonna be this man right here. And I like Scarface a lot, and I need to tap more into his music. But as far as from his catalog, definitely this right here is a masterpiece of work. It's a great album, and I'm with him. Like, we do need to go back to physicals and go back to purchasing music, physically going to purchase. Because I remember, to produce one of these, man, I remember it cost a lot of money to produce one of these. And producing physicals nowadays do cost a lot because, the tariffs and all this other stuff that we got going on, far as like, production of certain things, it does cost a lot and it's kind of high. But I do believe we need to go back to purchasing physicals. I used to love going to the record store and purchasing that and physically having it in my hand, whether I threw it in my Walkman or my CD player with my headphones, hook the CD player up to my radio and play the album. And I'm with Scarface, and just like I'm getting ready to release a project on vinyl, and I'm not putting it on no digital platforms to make $4,000 for 1 million streams, and you need 1 billion streams to make a whole bunch of money. I don't even know how much 1 billion streams is. To be honest with you, I don't know, but I just know $4,000 for 1 million streams is crazy. And also, too, you got to pay taxes on that money as well, right? So I live in New York. We all know New York taxes is high. I don't care what anybody says. New York taxes are very high. So I'm just gonna say, if it's 4 grand, you spending at least half of that, at least 1,500 of that in the state of New York on taxes. If I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on it. I'm just saying. And I agree with Scarface. We need to get back to copping these physicals, man. And I'm glad that I actually got this physical right here. It's a dope product. It's a dope album. It's a classic album. And I'm definitely with you, Uncle Face. And I also didn't know that he played the guitar, man. But shout out to Uncle Face, man. And I hope he goes back to making some more music, some more dope music. And I'm gonna definitely go check out his last album, I believe from 2015. Um, I forgot the name of it. Can't think of it off the top of my head. But somebody in the comment box, let me know. But I'm gonna wrap up and get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, man, tap in with the content. Subscribe to the channel, whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, or whatever it may be. Lock in with me. Leave your comments, and also too, just try to keep the comments a little bit on the positive side as well. And you know what I'm saying? And do what y'all do, man, and keep doing what y'all doing. And shout out to Ghostface for dropping a dope project as well. I like it, and I can't wait to get it in a physical form like this. So I'm gonna wrap it up, y'all. Everybody have a good and safe week. Everybody be safe out there. Safety first. This is a metaphorical term for subtract. This is a metaphorical term for math. It's subtraction and addition. So, folks, please decrease the apathy, increase the consciousness, peace and love. That is my time. I'm up out of here. Peace.